Sometimes an idea comes along and you realize it's just a great one to run with. Let's talk about my plans for Project 10K. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Ian, known as WanderBeard around these parts, and I'm really excited today to talk about the next plans for me, my channel, and the future. It is May 12th today, and as you can see, the weather here today in Nova Scotia is beautiful as always. It is about 4 degrees Celsius, and with the wind chill, it actually feels like -2, which is awesome, considering we are about a month away from summer. But nothing I can do about the weather. If I waited for all the nice days to come along to do my filming, it'd be a long wait. So today I am excited to announce to you the rollout of my new project here on WanderBeard. I am going to be doing what's called Project 10,000. And what Project 10,000 will entail is basically ensuring that the next 25-ish years are not like my last 25-ish years. So the concept basically came up with the idea that when I turned 52, I have about 10,000 days left in an average lifespan. In Canada, for a male, we live to about 79.5 years on average. And so when you turn 52, it actually works out to almost exactly 10,000 days. And so I kind of had this idea that instead of just talking about individual trips and individual places, that going forward, there will be an overall umbrella concept that will push me forward from here. What this also means is that every time I release a new video now going forward, you're going to see down here in the corner a hashtag with the number of days I have left out of that 10,000. So what does it mean for me and for my channel? Well, I'm really excited about it. I think that this will help drive me forward to push myself even harder than I have in the past, to look at new ways of exploring things, sharing ideas with you, and maybe even you can take upon a Project 10,000 challenge yourself. I've sort of hinted that I'm working on some new travel plans, and I am. And as I had talked about in the past, I had sort of moved on from doing more of the Americas, and I have decided that assuming everything checks out, as I still have some more things I need to get looked at, but my current plan is to head overseas to India and do the Everest Base Camp hike in Nepal, and then continue overland from there once finished to Southeast Asia, through Thailand, through Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Indonesia, and others. This will be a long-term trip that will encompass at least 12 months in total, and I think it's going to be a fantastic time. I've mentioned in the past that I had spent some time in Thailand back in 2004. I was there for a visit when I was teaching English in Japan, and so I'm really looking forward to getting back and seeing what's changed and what is the same. So having said all that, this is just a quick introduction to say that Project 10,000, or Project 10K if you prefer, is going to be the new chapter for me and for my channel. What it will encompass is looking at different ways for you to accomplish all the things that you've wanted to do. I want to use this as an opportunity to show you that you too can fulfill your dreams, find your path to happiness, and break free of the mold that maybe you feel like you're stuck in. I think that, over the last couple of years, through this channel, through showing you the adventures and the places that I have been, I've given myself a good opportunity to kind of show off some of the great ideas that I've had as I continue to grow. I think that the last couple of years have shown me that I'm capable of so much more than I thought I was for a long period of my life. And I'm excited to push myself to see how far I can do it. So as I talked about in my life update video last week, I have, progressed pretty well. I have spent a lot of time walking over the last 2 years. I've gotten healthier from that. I've lost a significant amount of weight and generally feel much better overall. But I still have a long way to go. So I'm actually going to be working with a wellness coach here while I'm at home to kind of get an idea of some of the things I can do to push myself to that next level. Talking about doing something like the Everest Base Camp hike is a tremendous challenge for someone of my condition, age, whatever you want to call it, but I do believe that I can do it. I first realized I was capable of doing much larger projects like that, even just doing the Santa Ana volcano hike when I was in El Salvador. I realized that it was something that I was able to do. I prepared for it and I completed it. And keep in mind that 2 years ago, I was probably unable to even walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded, without, wanting to give up halfway through. So if that doesn't give you an indication of where I'm at and where I've come from, I don't know what else will, but I do see it as an opportunity to push myself and see what else I'm capable of. So I'm just doing this video here quickly today to introduce you to the idea. I'm really excited about it. I thought about it over the last 2 or 3 months really, and I was still actually traveling at the time when I thought that'd be really cool and that'd be a really great framework to keep myself accountable and to show off, all the different things that I have planned. So if you two are interested in joining along in a Project 10,000, feel free to use the hashtag Project 10,000 like you see here in the corner, and let's do this together. Let's change lives, let's improve lives, and let's make everyone realize that your path is your own and you can do whatever you want with it. And before I wrap this up, just a special thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday last week for my 52nd. It was a wonderful day. I had a great time with my family, and it was just a nice, relaxing day to reflect on where I've been and where I'm going. Thank you especially to all of those who tipped and donated as well. I'll put those names here on the screen as a way of saying thank you very much. All of that stuff goes a long way to helping me with my channel. As I've said before, I do all this on my own. I do all my editing, my socials, everything is 100% me. I even make sure I take the time to read all the comments, respond to as many as I can, and I really appreciate all the stories and congratulatory messages I've received. If you would like to support me further, there are a few different ways you can do that. I have a Patreon set up, which you can see here on the screen. Thank you to all my Patreon members currently. There are also a couple of donation links available if you'd like to do that instead. And of course I have my merchandise store set up, which you can check out. If you'd like to see more information about some of the work that I've done in the past and some of the upcoming projects and stuff, keep an eye out on my website, WanderBeard.com, where I'll be posting more updates, more information, and a whole host of other things to come soon. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, life is short. Wander. And I'll see you in the next video.